Germany is often imagined as a land of fairy tale castles, charming villages, and peaceful forests. Tourists see colorful, half-timbered houses, church bells echoing across valleys, and medieval squares frozen in time. But beneath that postcard beauty lies something else, something darker. Germany is a country shaped by centuries of war, superstition, disease, witch hunts, disappearances, and mass death. Long before modern cities rose, small towns and villages formed around forests, rivers, and trade routes, places where rumors spread faster than truth and where fear often ruled daily life. Some of these towns survived, others did not, and a few never truly moved on. Across Germany, there are places locals whisper about but rarely advertise. Towns where houses stand empty, where forests seem unnaturally quiet, and where history feels unfinished. Places where residents will tell you, sometimes half-jokingly and sometimes not at all, that you should not stay after dark. These are not theme parks. They are not haunted houses built for tourists. They are real towns with real pasts, many of them still inhabited. In this documentary, we will explore 10 of the creepiest small towns in Germany. Each has a reputation so unsettling that locals warn visitors to stay away, or at least to tread carefully. You will hear stories of witch trials and torture chambers, abandoned villages erased from maps, forests where people vanish without explanation, hospitals where suffering never seemed to end, legends that refuse to die, and places where silence itself feels threatening. This is not a list of jump scares. It is a slow descent into the unsettling reality that some places remember what happened there. Turn down the lights, put on your headphones, and prepare yourself. These are the top 10 creepiest small towns in Germany. Number 10. Hamelin, Lower Saxony, the town that lost its children. Soft medieval music fades in. Hamelin looks harmless, a picturesque town nestled along the Weser River, its old town filled with half-timbered houses, cobblestone streets, and carefully restored medieval buildings. Tourists walk its streets daily, taking photos, buying souvenirs, and watching reenactments of a familiar fairy tale. But locals know there is something deeply wrong with Hamelin's history, because this town didn't just inspire a story, it lived it. In the year 1284, a strange event occurred, one that was recorded in official town documents. According to these records, 130 children of Hamelin disappeared on June 26th. They were never seen again. The legend claims a mysterious piper arrived in town, dressed in colorful clothing, offering to rid Hamelin of a rat infestation. When the townspeople refused to pay him, he returned playing a haunting melody on his flute. The children followed him out of town and vanished. Many dismiss this as folklore, but the chilling detail is this: the disappearance was documented before the fairy tale existed. Medieval stained glass windows once depicted the event. Streets in Hamelin were named after it, and for centuries music was forbidden on certain days out of respect. Some historians believe the children died in a landslide. Others suggest disease, forced migration, or even cult involvement. Locals, however, avoid discussing it at night. Visitors have reported strange experiences, especially near the river and the old town gates. Children's laughter when no one is there, the sound of distant flute music with no source, and an overwhelming sense that something is watching. Hamelin doesn't feel haunted in the traditional sense. It feels unfinished, as if the town is still waiting for its children to come home. Number 9. Nordlingen, Bavaria, the town built inside a crater. Nordlingen is unique in Germany. It's one of the only towns in the world built inside a meteor impact crater, a massive collision that occurred roughly 15 million years ago. The impact was so violent that it embedded microscopic diamonds into the stone used to build the town's walls and buildings. Yes, Nordlingen is literally built from shattered earth. But that's only the beginning. Throughout the Middle Ages, Nordlingen was plagued by disease, executions, and mass death. During the 30 Years' War, thousands died within and around its walls. Bodies were buried hastily, some not buried at all. Locals claim the ground never truly settled. At night, the town feels unnaturally enclosed. Sound behaves strangely here. Voices echo too long, footsteps feel amplified, and silence feels heavy. Residents report recurring nightmares involving fire falling from the sky. Others speak of an unshakable sense of dread, as if the town remembers the impact. Some paranormal researchers believe the crater itself acts as a natural amplifier for energy, both geological and emotional. Whether or not that's true, locals will tell you this: Nordlingen is beautiful by day, but after dark, the town doesn't feel welcoming. It feels like a place where something once fell from the sky and never fully left. Number 8. Kursdorf, Saxony. The village that was erased. Kursdorf is what Germans call a lost village. It once existed. People lived there. Children went to school. Families were buried in its cemetery. Then it was erased. In the early 2000s, the expansion of Leipzig-Halle Airport required land. Kursdorf was deemed expendable. Residents were relocated. Homes were demolished. The village was officially dissolved. But not everything disappeared. Some structures remain. Some roads lead nowhere, and the cemetery still exists. Visitors who wander into the area report a suffocating silence. No birds, no wind, no distant traffic. Locals say that if you walk the old village paths at dusk, you can hear doors closing, footsteps on gravel, voices calling names that no longer belong to anyone. Psychologists describe places like Kursdorf as trauma landscapes, areas where human displacement leaves a lingering emotional imprint. Residents nearby warn explorers to not visit alone, because Kursdorf isn't haunted by ghosts, it's haunted by absence. Number 7. Niehofer, Lower Saxony, the medieval town that died. Hidden deep within the Solling forest are the ruins of Niehofer, a medieval town abandoned centuries ago. Once a thriving settlement, Niehofer vanished after repeated fires, economic collapse, and possible plague outbreaks. Today, only stone foundations remain, swallowed by moss and trees. The forest around Niehofer is unsettlingly quiet. Sound is muffled, GPS signals fail, and time seems distorted. Visitors report losing hours without explanation. Local folklore claims the town was cursed after a violent feud led to mass death. Others say the forest reclaimed it deliberately. What unnerves visitors most is the feeling of being watched, not by animals, by something patient. Number 5. Belitz, Brandenburg, the hospital where suffering never ended. Belitz Heilstätten is an abandoned sanatorium complex surrounded by forest. Thousands were treated here: tuberculosis patients, wounded soldiers, the mentally ill. Many never left. The buildings stand decaying, windows shattered, hallways stretching endlessly. Visitors report screams, footsteps, and the overwhelming smell of antiseptic. Locals warn, do not explore at night. Some who did claim they were followed out. Number 4. Quedlinburg, Saxony-Anhalt, the Witch City. Quedlinburg executed more women for witchcraft than almost any other German town. Over 70 people were accused, tortured, and killed. At night, the old town feels heavy. Shadows linger too long. Footsteps echo with no source. Locals say some houses should never be renovated, because whatever's inside does not want to be disturbed. Number 3. Penzlin, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Germany's witch prison. Penzlin Castle contains original witch dungeons. Instruments of torture still remain. Visitors report panic attacks, vertigo, and sudden sadness. Some refuse to enter the lower levels. Locals say the castle is not haunted, it is angry. Number 2. Nibelhagen, Saxony-Anhalt, the village no one lives in. Nibelhagen is completely abandoned. No residents, no shops, no future. Homes stand frozen in time. People who visit say they feel like intruders in a place that does not want witnesses. Locals nearby say it is better forgotten. Number 1. Gespensterwald Nienhagen, the Ghost Forest. This forest is officially called the Ghost Forest. Twisted trees, constant fog, sudden silence. People vanish here. Some are found, some are not. Locals do not enter alone, and now neither should you. Conclusion. Germany's creepiest towns do not rely on ghosts. They rely on memory, and memory never dies.